Welcome one and all to my YouTube channel Technobabble. I am the Technobabbler here with my first ever cast video, and I am so nervous because I have never made one. I have watched so many great ones, and I just want to produce something that I hope you guys will enjoy. So I'm going to get right into talking about who we are seeing here on screen, and this is Matsu Takahashi, or it is shaping up to be Matsu Takahashi. Matsu is one of my main characters in a new series that I will be starting here on my channel, and it is called Sims and the City. And I'm going to be following the lives of several different individuals, all inside the same save file, and I'm really excited about it. So this is going to be the first introduction to one of the characters. So his name is Matsu Takahashi, but I will be referencing him often as Takahashi. Mainly because I love the name. I love his whole name, Matsu Takahashi, but I just feel like if I knew him or if he was like a person, like I would totally call him Takahashi all the time. A lot of people call me by my last name all the time too, so I guess I kind of like that idea. But a little bit about Matsu. Matsu is an interesting character. So he is a teen. I wanted to play a teen. I've been inspired by many of the teen challenges that I've been watching, and I have not really ever played just as a teen. Like, I've had teens in the family, so I wanted to play a teen in a save file where it was just the teen. So there's no parents. He's living by himself, as you'll see in his first video where we do a little walkthrough of his apartment. And he has a cat, and we'll meet the cat here in this video as well. Not getting too far ahead of myself, I do want to say that Takahashi is a multi-level character, or I'm hoping to have him be a multi-level character. First and foremost, he is a teen living in the city by himself, which is my subtle nod to university. So I wanted him to continue to go to school each day and possibly get like a part-time job, because we don't have university, as you guys all know of presently at the time of this recording. And so I thought this would be a kind of way to experience it. So I'll be having him go to school, and I'll probably will not have that in the gameplay because we can't go to a university or school class. But the other level of him is he's got a little bit of a dark side. So you see he's got some clothing that represents sort of very prim and proper and school going. And then you also see some clothes where he's just a little bit more rougher around the edges, and he's kind of figuring himself out. And he might explore a little bit of the hacking elements inside of programming, as I've never really done that before. So I'm kind of excited to see how he fleshes out as a character, because I've never played a sim from teen to adulthood and developed that character within that time. And I recently got the parent pack, as I've talked about in my Starlight series, and I'll put a link to that series if you have not yet watched that. The whole first season is now available, all 30 episodes, so check out that if you're looking for something to watch in between these episodes being produced. And so, since I have this parenting pack, I've just thought this would be a great way to continue to explore it. And I also, with the latest game patch update, there was a release with a new career of freelancer. And I asked on Twitter of SimGuru Grant if the teens would be able to pick up a freelance career. And since his response was not quite vague, it was he knew, but he wasn't 100% certain, and wanted another SimGuru to answer my question. And the other SimGuru did not answer it before the release. So I said I'll just pop in and play and find out. So be sure to tune into the first episode when we go to get a career for Matsu Takahashi and see what we can do. So kind of just watching what we have going on screen, I really was going through trying to find some hairstyles for his different clothing outfits that sort of would represent a little bit more like in real life feel to it, because he's got a shorter hairstyle, but I feel like, you know, if he was swimming, his hair would be different. If he was going to school, his hair would be different. If he was going to a party, his hair would be different. You know, teenagers like to change up their look. I feel like quite a bit, especially when they have a nice head of hair, which I think he does have a pretty decent set of hair. Now, some of his hair is not always the most stylish, but like I said, Takahashi's really kind of figuring himself out, and we get to go along for the journey. So I'm excited for it. I really had a lot of fun creating this cast video. Like I said, I'm really working on creating more unique and different content for my channel. I think I have only one renovation video and a series of Let's Plays and a brand new well, it's not brand new at this time, but a newer series called Gregor Designs, where I have created sort of a hybrid LP building video style to try to figure out a way to, you know, make entertaining content for you guys. So I'm excited that this is my first ever cast video, and I really want to thank you guys who have listened and stuck around for this long to watch the whole video, and I'm just excited to produce it. Alright, so now we are moving into creating his aspirations and choosing his aspirations. So I mentioned before, he was looking into developing his programming career. So I went ahead and chose the computer whiz as an option. And I decided to go with a genius trait, because I think he's a really, really smart guy, and that's sort of a charming element about him. And then I was really trying to figure out what is the next thing I wanted to make for him. So I gave him the loner trait, because I don't usually play with that trait, and I thought, you know what, Takahashi does seem like he'd be a bit of a loner. Now we have moved into creating our new member of the family, and his name will be revealed here shortly, but I can't wait because I love his name, and it is Nugget! So this is Nugget, and I just wanted to have a cat for Takahashi because I know he's a loner, but I thought he'd have a cat. I could see him bringing his kitten that he had from his childhood, and he grew up with him, and he moved to the city, so he brought his buddy Nugget with him. And Nugget is a pretty cool cat. I really was excited to make him. He is a lazy cat, and I believe I have him have the genius trait as well, which sort of matches Takahashi, because he grew up with Takahashi. And for his last trait, I can't remember. Let's see, what do we end up giving him? Because I was hoping that since we're going to be living in the city, and if we move into an apartment that has rats or mice or bugs or whatever, I was really hoping that a cat can take care of the mice for us. So hopefully Nugget, even though he's a little bit lazy, which could be a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not yet sure, hopefully he can take care of any mice or bugs that we have any problems with. I will admit that Garfield was a little bit of my inspiration for Nugget, sort of the fat cat. I wanted him to be fluffy. I really wanted to have him have a bobtail, because I feel like I see a lot of Japanese cats, or cats in Japan, that have bobtails, or at least particularly in some of the anime that I watch, and I thought it was really fitting and really kind of a cool look for Nugget to have that tail. But you can see he's got that big belly, and he's kind of a fluffy cat, but not overly shaggy. And I just envision him being this big, heavy cat that when you pick him up, it kind of just lies there and is just dead weight in your arms, but so lovey and so compassionate with Takahashi, but maybe a little apprehensive to other people. But I can totally just imagine Takahashi working on some programming and talking to Nugget all about it, and Nugget just responding all the time to him. I hope you guys really enjoyed my first ever cast video. Please leave me comments below. Let me know how I can make these better. Let me know what you'd like to see in future cast videos, as I'm hoping to produce at least one more. And then I know I need to make one for my 50 subscriber account. When my YouTube channel hit 50, I did a Q&A, and I have some questions that people would like to know to get to know me a little bit better. So I'm going to produce a video using that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you like it. Please consider subscribing to my channel so you can check out Takahashi's story unfold, coming soon every Thursday on my YouTube channel. And until next time, Tomalagi!